The housing market is starting to slow a bit with rising mortgage rates. Realtor Dan Brown is here with FC Tucker to break it all down with the latest real estate report. So July, we are seeing things slow. What's going on?
Well, July is, and I hate to say this kind of, offhanded, but July is July. Mm-hmm. We wondered last month when I was here, what's July going to look like after 2 years of breakneck sales and really no slowdown? And it did slow down. It absolutely did. Units were off almost 20%, which is, again, not unusual for a normal July. Mm-hmm. But it's been a couple of years since we've had any kind of normalcy in our market, and it's taken people, it's taken some notice. Yeah. When
you say these things have slowed, so where are we when it comes to home sale prices since this time last year?
That's a great question, Hannah. The prices have actually stayed right where they've been at. They haven't fluctuated in the last 4 months. We're still in the low threes in terms of average and median prices, which is the highest we've ever had in central Indiana. And I don't see the prices coming down. I mean, we still have a housing shortage. The change is how quickly those houses are selling.
So talk days on market, what's that look like then?
Well, and that's really a big number that came out of the July report, is the days on market, which is it's realtor stats for how long does it take to get your house from the day we start till the day we have a contract. How long is it there? And last year it was, we jokingly said hours, but it was really only a few days, and now it's doubled. And that's people have expectations of their house selling very quickly, and as we return to a more normal market where that number should be around 30 or 40, it's taking some adjustment, but it still indicates a very strong market.
Okay, good. So what about inventory? I know we didn't have much of it this time last year.
Right.
Where are we sitting now?
Well, and it's not much better. It's a little bit better. We have a little bit less than we had in June, but that's normal because people are pausing while they get the kids back in school. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned to you, I drove down to Bloomington yesterday. A lot of U-Haul trailers going down there. So everybody's doing their things in July and early August like they normally do. Take that last vacation, but the inventory, I think, is going to pick back up as soon as we get past Labor Day.
So is the market switching to a buyer's market? Is that where we're at now?
I saw that in the report, and that's the first time I'd seen those words in a while, and I kind of took me back a little bit. I think it's fair to say that July, which that report was about, was a buyer's market. I think buyers were able to negotiate some terms that they hadn't in a couple of years. Sellers were still getting good prices, but buyers were taking their time. They were being patient, and they had some leverage. And getting back to inspection, repairs, and possession, and some of the things that accompany price. But to say that we are in a buyer's market, I think that does not describe the entire market. Mm-hmm. Long term, we still are going to be in a seller's market for years.
Mortgage rates, we touched on those in the beginning. Where are they at now?
They're still right around where they were last month. They tick up a quarter point, they come down a quarter point. But what they've done is that they've leveled off around high sixes, low sevens. At this time last year, if everybody remembers, we were starting that escalation when the Fed was driving the interest rates up. And everybody was kind of out there jumping, trying to get ahead of it. Well, for the last 5 or 6 months, they've all been about the same. And I think people are adjusting and they're adapting. They're budgeting and they're working with their lenders to come up with solutions.
All right. Well, thank you for educating us once again in this ever-changing market. We appreciate it.